I can't find my ugly sweater, which is kind of depressing because it is pretty great. Ho ho ho! My name is Jen, and today we're going to indulge in a couple of Christmassy book tags. I have selected two, so let's get into them. So the first one is called the "'Tis the Season" book tag. This was created by Richard Media Geek, and I'll put a link to his video in the description below. The first question is, do you have a favorite winter read? Yes, I do. My favorite winter read is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. I read it every Christmas. I also honestly usually reach for the Sorcerer's Stone around now as well. Second question is, find a book with blue on the cover. So the first book I see for this would be Victoria and the Robe by Meg Cabot. Question 3. Find a book you'd use as a star on a Christmas tree. So for this one, I think normally people try to go for like a yellow or a shiny book or something, but I think for this one I'm going to go with Wintersmith by Terry Pratchett. I mean, it kind of looks wintry, so yeah. Question 4. Pick one fictional place that would be perfect for a winter vacation. So for this one, I think I'd have to say Whoville. They really know how to celebrate there, and I definitely want to pig out on rare roast beef and sing Welcome Christmas in a big circle. I'm a big dork. Question 5. Pick one fictional character you take with you on your winter vacation. So I'm going to cheat with this one and say that I'd bring 3 characters. Those would be Nico, Hazel, and Frank. I would bring them along to Whoville. I think they could all use some fun and some cheering up, and also the thought of Nico's face um, after being pulled into the circle to do a sing along would just be hilarious. Number 6. Name one book on your wish list this year. So, I actually didn't ask for any books for the holidays. After last month's buying binge, I'm kind of trying to behave, and honestly, I've gotten so many new books, I couldn't really think of any off the top of my head that I could really ask for. I do have one book that I know has come out pretty soon that I think is going to arrive sometime right before Christmas, but that I like pre-ordered months ago, so that was like a gift to myself. So, yeah, I can't really think about asking for any more, and yeah, I haven't. Number 7. Your favorite holiday drink, treat, and movie. So my favorite holiday drink is definitely hot cocoa with lots of marshmallows. My favorite treat is usually cookies that I make with my mom, which unfortunately I'm not going to be able to do this year. Um, so that sucks. I really like making gingerbread and peanut butter blossoms with her. So I just have to make gingerbread by my lonesome. Um, and so my favorite Christmas movie. So there's like 4 that I absolutely have to watch every like December, and those are Christmas Vacation, which I just watched last weekend, Muppet Christmas Carol, which we're watching this weekend, and then I also have to watch the live action How the Grinch Stole Christmas and It's a Wonderful Life because it's a fucking classic. So the last prompt in this one is to tag people, which I feel extremely awkward about. Which I know you're kind of supposed to do this in all the tags, but I've never done it because, again, I feel really weird. So anyone who would like to do this tag or the next one I'm going to do, please, please do it. Please feel free. Have some fun. Okay, so the second tag is the Christmas songbook tag, and this one was created by Heeeey in Bookland, and I'll also link her video in the box below. So first is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. Name a villainous character you couldn't help but love. So, loving a villain, love is a strong word. um, I straight up loathe villains the majority of the time. But I guess I could count my favorite Disney villain, not because I really love or like her, but I like dressing up as her and impersonating her. Like her cackle is fantastic. That would be Cruella de Vil. I'm also kind of counting it just because it was a book first. It was written by Dodie Smith, and I definitely read that book a lot when I was a kid, so it counts. All I Want for Christmas Is You. Which book do you most hope to see under your Christmas tree? So, again, I didn't ask for any books this year, but I guess if there is one under my tree, I hope it's something that I either don't own or something that I would definitely like. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Name a character that overcomes major obstacles and learns to believe in themselves. So, for this one, I think I'm going to go with Morrigan Crow from the Nevermore series. I mean, she's still kind of on a journey of like really believing in herself, but she has overcome a lot so far. So, Santa Claus is coming to town. Which character do you think would be on the top of the naughty list? And which character do you think would be on the top of the nice list? For naughty, I have a pretty big list. Uh, but in the interest of not spoiling any books where you don't find out who the naughty one is until later, um, I guess we're gonna go with Akito from the Fruits Basket manga because fuck that asshole. Just no. For nice, I I think I'd say Naya from A Prince on Paper. She was also featured in the other couple of books as well. But she's most heavily in A Prince on Paper, by Alyssa Cole, and I love Naya. She is a total sweetheart. Frosty the Snowman. What book just melts your heart? So for this one, I am going to have to say Natsume's Book of Friends. This is by Yuki Midorikawa, and I know this is technically like a manga series, but it's just so precious and heartwarming and occasionally kind of heartbreaking. The anime itself is also like super chill and wonderful, and I highly recommend both of them. Feliz Navidad. Choose a book that takes place in a country other than your own. So for this one, I think I'm going to go with The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan, as a big chunk of it takes place in China. I mean, part of it is here in the US, but um, yeah, a good chunk of it does take place in China. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Which holiday themed book do you use to spread the Christmas joy? So, again, I'd have to say A Christmas Carol. I usually can't shut up about it around this time of year. Uh, so yeah, it would probably be this. Um, Other than that, I guess maybe The Night Before Christmas? Sleigh Ride. What fictional character would you choose to spend the holidays with? Does not have to be a love interest. So this one is kind of a tie between two groups of characters. One would be two groups of characters, and both for pretty much the same reasons. Um, and that would be either the Weasleys or the Cratchits. and it would be a two-part thing. One would be to just share in that like familial warmth and fun, and also to bring them Christmas cheer. Baby, it's cold outside. Which book that you didn't like would you sacrifice to a fire to warm yourself up in the cold? I am really against like book burning, even if it's a book that I detest or find no merit in really. Um, I'm supremely against book burning. I think assholes afraid of the written word are the ones that burn books. But okay, so if I had to stay warm and if I had to sacrifice, say, like just a few pages, like either like the index footnotes section or the author bio or something, and use that as like a fire starter, I suppose I'd pick Jane Eyre. Eh. Do you hear what I hear? Which book do you think everyone should read? So, this time of year, the answer will probably always be A Christmas Carol. The humor is great, the descriptions are divine, and the message overall needs to be listened to a hell of a lot more than it is. I'm looking at you, people not fucking listening to it this year at all. In general, though, I have two books that I think everyone should read. One is The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. It is just beautifully told. The verses are wonderful, and the struggles of being a teenager who has a lot of questions and feels that they might not quite fit in with their family and stuff. I think that's something that a lot of people can relate to, even if your situation in life differs from Xiomara's. And the second would be The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. It's heartbreaking and heartwarming, and I honestly just want everyone to experience this book. It made me laugh and cry, and I just really, really want more people to read it. I want so many people to read it that they decide to shell out big bucks and make a stop motion film of it. Like, please, 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 Tim Burton, this is my Christmas wish. And that's it for this tag, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Please do them yourself if you'd like. And please also check out the important links in the description box below. I have listed, as usual, some causes and charities to check out or donate to. And I've also added at the top a couple of charities that could also use some help for the holidays. I mentioned them in, I think, my last video or the one before. I'm so disorganized lately. I apologize. Anyway, you will find them in the description box below. And if you know of any other reputable charities, please let me know. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. Bye.